Guys, look at this. I was just gonna go to bed tonight peacefully, and then I was looking at this here real quick. Oh my god, what's going on with my Zoom? Oh my god, it is. Okay, my Zoom function here is acting up. I don't know what's going on. Some kind of satanic voodoo shenanigans going on. Okay, voodoo shenanigans going on. Look at these numbers here, guys, on Spider. We got 6, 6, 6, and extra 6. The satanic number with the extra 6 on it. You see a 6666 on Spider? Maybe because we're in a financial market, so we need extra digit for this alternate universe. Huh? Very sus with that 666 number there, as we are reaching the rising payment. We have about a little bit over 1 year data here, as you can see, right? Going all the way back to the October of 2023. Do you guys remember October of 2023? I remember October 2023. That was a level. That was a time when a lot of people are freaking out. You guys remember, because we went through this decline here, right? And obviously, a lot of shenanigans were happening too, fundamentally. And the I think there was news, the bank closing down or something like that, the SBV or something. I think it was around that time. And so a lot of people are freaking out, and market was start coming down. And I think it also reminded them of how this market rolled over during 2022, early 2022. Do you guys remember? Right? You see this pattern right here. This was where a lot of people are freaking out. Of course, that reminded them of the 2008 financial crisis. Because if you go and study the 2008 topping pattern, it looks very, very similar to 2022. Another mini version of that topping pattern here, you know, it is during this time here. What was it like? What was your sentiment like? What was the social media like? What was the mainstream media like? What was the sentiment of your peers, your friends, or people you follow? What were they talking about? It's important because next time we see something like this, and when we go through something similar, we want to able to profit from it by going against everybody you know, everybody you knew, who are jumping into the Great Depression, 2008 financial crisis scenario. That was 400. We hit 6666 today. Right on the primary term moving average, mind you. The pink hasn't been retested ever since the October of 2023, so it's been more than a year. And you might think that, well, if this has been more than a year, then surely we should able to, you know, at least retest it long term. Well, you know, that's it. You think it does that? You think that might be the case? Not always. You can never go by that, because I mean, if you look at, like, you know, let's say 2012, right? You can see that was a mid 2012, and then we retested long term. We didn't retest the long term again until like 2015. So that was 2.5 years.
Perfect.
Right. This one right here, long term, the primary term, really the pink, was retested during mid 2016. If you look at this, right, mid 20 right here, that's the pink moving, and that's my primary term. Mid 2016, it didn't get retested until where? pretty much 2019. So another 2.5 years.
Perfect.
So so you can see, I mean, if you look at that, just going by based on that, of course, that doesn't mean, you know, if it's going to be 2 years or whatever, but I'm just giving you possibility here. So if there was like, you know, late 2023, it's been a year. It's been a year that the long term has not been retested. But I've just shown you 2 incidents where it took 2.5 years. Just saying. I'm not saying. I mean, yes, of course. Can we retest this? I don't know, the end of this month or of course, anything goes. I say this all the time. Anything goes. Anything happens. We cannot trade off of anything, and we can't just be conjecturing because you feel like it should. Right? I've given you those 2 examples so you know. Especially we've seen in 2012, we've seen in 2016. Those are some crucial uptrends that we've, experienced. And then also we have to understand how much of strong uptrend we've been in 2014, 2024. It's not really wrong for me to sort of compare to 2012 uptrend and then 2016, right? And those 2 times, again, it took 2.5 years until that long-term primary term in a strong uptrend. That might be the case.
It was already supposed to happen.
That resistance is right there. We're getting close to it. That oscillator, however, is really stretching. Really stretching here. As you can see, we're like getting to some of these extreme levels. You see? So what we can do, we can sort of go back and say what those levels look like, right? So that's that. And that's here. And that's here. And that's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, 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 here. Extreme overbought zone. Here, well, that's a nightmare for the bears because the market just kept going up for 4 months straight.
Perfect.
Here, we pull back for like a week or so, several days, and then we ran up for like a month. Here, we again had another like a week of downturn, and then we went up for like 2-3 weeks. So here, what is it gonna happen here? You can sort of extrapolate based upon, what we've witnessed in the past, right? And there could be snapback, pullback for several days. That could be the worst case scenario, like this. This was a case, the snapback. This was maybe a little bit. It was a little bit of a pullback, not like real, like bloody. But this was the best case for the bulls because it's like moved sideways and just kept going higher. That was the best case. This pulled back a little bit, and then this was snapback. We had several like 2 days of like downturn, like 2% down there, something like it. We did see a little bit of fear during that, but we just came right back up, and that's what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. Keep in mind, we're dealing with 6, 6.